What's up, lovely people? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about borderline bosses. And I just want to start off by saying there are some borderlines that are so high functioning that they can go without anyone even really detecting anything. You would have to really understand borderline personality disorder to even know that there was an issue. I think at this point in my life, I've studied it for so long and I've had so much experience with it that I have developed an eye for it. And so there are some people who are very high functioning, but then there's little something, some little subtle things happening, and I just pick up on it real quick. But for most people, they're going to be fine to work with. And in fact, some borderlines can be exceptional workers. They could be promoted a lot. They can go to the next level. They can be dependent upon because they have a big space or big capacity for getting a lot done and a lot of exciting things done because they don't like to feel empty or bored. And so they're going to have a greater capacity than most to get a whole bunch of stuff done, and their company will benefit greatly from it, and it's awesome. But there is a lane of borderlines that are going to be severely dysfunctional, they're probably going to get fired a lot. And then there are higher functioning ones who still have some great deficits in there that impact the people that they work with. And those particular people, I honestly have a problem with them being a boss. Why? Because being the boss is serving a duality that is not acceptable. I think it's unethical for anyone to be working in a capacity to also get their personal needs met. So then it creates a burden for the people who are working with them and around them that is unfair, and that's not going to make sense, and that can be psychologically damaging to people who also do not deserve it. They can use their bossness, their power, to misuse people to get them to meet their needs. They can also attach to people in a way that is not okay or unacceptable. They can get triggered by this person is leaving. A clue that you know that a boss could have a personality disorder, and this is going to sound really weird and it's going to sound unfair because it's about being on time. Everyone should be on time for work. That's point blank and period. Occasionally, everyone will probably be late at some point in their life because things happen, right? But someone with borderline personality disorder is going to be really triggered by that. They may go to extreme lengths to punish or to admonish, or you're on vacation and they can't handle it, so they may come up with excuses for why you need to be there anyway, or put in extra work hours so they can be around you, or come up with excuses so that you can work late. They're probably going to act out in some way if you're on vacation or you show up late, because that is an abandonment trigger. Are you going to come? Have you disappeared from the planet? Will I see you again? It creates deep panic and fear in them, and they don't like it, and so they're going to act out. They usually target someone, one person or a group of people. They think that you are a counselor, for example, and you can sort of save everyone. They might focus in on you, and they are creating tasks around you or putting you in way too many things to do because they want you there. And see, that starts to become unethical. You're using that person to fulfill your own needs. I've seen where borderlines are on the phone with they have 400 people in their Rolodex, where they're talking to people all day long, just connecting with all these different people, or they're coming up with outrageous tasks that most people feel like, why are you making my job so hard? If we have 10 pair of socks, don't we want to find the people that need the 10 pair of socks? Why are you telling me to interview 100 people for 10 pairs of socks. But see, they want to be overworked. They want to feel like they have more than enough to do because they don't like feeling empty or bored. Like they can't stand that. So they can be creating thousands of extra things for you to do when you don't need that. You just want to do your job. So there are some little things like that that can start to build and add up. They can also go into rages for seemingly nothing, where it's like, why are you upset? Why are you so angry? I don't get it. So then they're taking their frustration out on other people. There's just some manipulation involved. They could even get to the point where they're not working so that they can be around you constantly, or they're gonna test you to see if I step out, will they save me? Or, they freak out if you say, you know what, I'm putting my foot down. I'm not doing that. That's gonna be supremely triggering. But they're in that boss position because it gives them more control. It gives them more power. It gives them the ability to get more of their needs met. But that is not okay. And I know that many people love borderlines and you have compassion for them. And I do too. It breaks my heart that anyone has to have that personality disorder. But there are codependent people. And then there are your everyday average people who don't understand this personality disorder that are suffering and receiving a lot of damage when they haven't done anything wrong, or they're being misused and abused in the workplace. And I'm just greatly interested in this area, which is why I wrote my book, The Workplace Narcissist, about having to deal with narcissists in the workplace, but a particular kind of narcissist that can be in your romantic life, in your family of origin, and just be wreaking havoc everywhere. You got to check out my book. It's by Tamara Zyon on Amazon. And I think it will be a really great read for you, especially if you want to understand these people better and how to function with them, because personality disorders are not going away. We all need to be educated on it. In fact, check out my playlist. I'll put a link in the description box for that too, so that you can learn more about these personality disorders. Well, thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.